Hey y'all, I'm gonna be making my favorite vegetable steak soup, which I make a lot in wintertime because it's just healthy. It helps me rebuild my strength because you have your protein, you got all your vegetables. But I use a stew meat. It's usually pretty expensive. But for me, by myself, I just buy the smallest pack I can get, which this one's $9. And the pieces are usually pretty big, so I cut them in half. But I'm going to cut them after I cook them. But what I do is get my water boiling, and then I put in the stew meat in the pot, and just put enough water in there to cover the meat, because it's going to broth up or froth up. And don't ask me, but it makes a mess. You get it all over your stove, and it took me 30 minutes to clean it up. So I learned just enough to cover your meat is good, because all that froth is going to raise to the top. And if you just cover your meat just a little bit, then you got all that extra space, to keep the froth. But you don't have to cook it for long, because it's going to also cook in your soup. You can go ahead and put it in anytime you want to. But it only really needs to boil for like 5 minutes. And I do have I don't like touching raw meat, so that's why I always wear gloves when I'm doing raw meat. But just put all your meat in there, and then just let it boil. Actually use a spoon to separate it, because that water's a little hot. But see how it's already almost turning brown that quick. But we'll let me take my gloves off. And put this away. All right, while that's cooking, I'll get, I love to stir things, so I just stir and stir. See, it's browning already, really. Yeah. So you don't want them cooked all the way, but about 5 minutes boiling time is good. So then, here's my drink. I cook it in a crock pot. I like 6 to 8 hours. The longer, the better, to me, my personal opinion. But whatever vegetables you like. For me personally, I love Del Monte products. They're more expensive than the Great Value Walmart ones. So I only get Del Monte ones when they're on sale. Usually like $4 for $5. Because actually the soup, but I mean, if you're a single person or just a couple, I mean, this makes a lot, or you could make a lot. I freeze any leftovers, or either I'll go around and take them to the neighbors, especially if I know a neighbor's sick or something and they need, a reboost. But what I do is, pick your favorite vegetables. I love all these. I always use the Hunts, and I meant to get petite. I love using the petite, but I accidentally picked up the diced, which is okay. I just like them in smaller pieces. I like the tomatoes, okra, and corn, because I love okra. I mean, I think that helps a lot with the process of getting a little bit better, and it tastes good too. I already took all the lids, or not took all the lids off, but broke all the lids off. And what I do is, you know, I put them all in there, you know, what my favorite vegetables are, and then I just go by the color of it, you know, or if you like one vegetable more than the other, I put more of that one in or whatever. But I really just go by the color of the soup. If it looks like you got a good combination of different vegetables. And the Del Monte ones, I pour the whole can in. I don't drain them. If I can use the Del Monte ones. The Great Value ones, I drain those. So, it doesn't matter what Del Monte product it is. Del Monte, to me, is the best one. Oh, shoot. That's what happened. I wasn't paying attention. Yep. That's how it frosts over. Trying to make sit this down. Yep, that's the froth you get from it. I should have been watching it faster. But, yeah, see how that looks pretty good. You could drain. That's a lot of times what I do too, is just keep taking this froth off and throwing it away and cooking it a little bit longer if you wanted to. That's just the fat. So, I want to throw that in a can. But I don't have nowhere to put it at the moment. I'm just going to sit it right there for a minute. All right. All right, back to where I was at. Okay, oh yeah. Del Monte juice, the whole can. Just throw it in there. Because to me, I mean, you got to have water or, you know, the tomatoes or something in there. So to me, I like the juice off the Del Monte. So, whatever vegetables you like, green beans, corn, the tomatoes, okra, and corn, I just throw the whole thing in there. And what I do is I just keep filling it till I get to the top here. Whatever vegetables, you know, I want or I have, you know, available. Just keep pouring them in there. And you can't go wrong with the soup, you know, because it's good for you. So, let me drain these. I love these little potatoes. So, see the little potatoes? I love plenty of those little potatoes. I'm gonna put this back here. There we go. Alright, let's do some more draining. I love carrots. I don't think there's a vegetable that I don't like other than asparagus and beets. Those are the only two vegetables I've ever found I don't like. And just keep adding to it. Need to leave about ½ inch at the top of space for your meat to fill that space in. And let's see, let me get another spoon. And stir it up and see what we're looking at. If the color's right. And I got all the vegetables that I want in it. You don't want certain vegetables, just don't put them in. But I love all the vegetables. I think they all work together good. Oh yeah, that looks good. I like that. I don't think that's too many of one vegetable or not too much of another. I think maybe a little bit more. Maybe ½ a can of green beans. I think I need some more. I wish I had the petite, but I think some more of the diced tomatoes. I'll put some of those in. Let's go ahead and put in the steak and see how much more size we got. And go ahead and put your crock pot on high. Let's see here. All right, there's high. And let me get the steak. Oh. Let me get my pot holders. My cat's wanting to go outside, and I keep telling him it's too cold. I'm sorry, baby. It's too cold. It's too cold for you to go outside. I don't want you getting sick. No, you go out in the freezing cold. Every time you go outside, you get sick. And that's a $300 doggone doctor bill. So he's not going outside. Alright. Oops. Let me get my... We'll do it just a minute. Yeah, let's see. Trying to sit y'all where y'all can see, but that's hard to do. Let me get the steak. Okay. We got that. Alright, now let's get our steak out of the pot. And see how these chunks are a little big to me, so that's why I cut them in smaller pieces. But I'll do that. Well, no, I've already added them, so I'll have to do it as I eat it, but it's alright. My neighbors prefer bigger pieces of steak anyway. I prefer smaller pieces. Alright. We're getting a full pot. Alright, let's see here. Just add all this in. And we may have a little bit more space to add some more stuff, which is good. Because we definitely need some more tomatoes. Definitely, definitely. Alright. Do I have another can? Oh, I do have another can of the tomatoes and okra. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Let me go get that. All right, let's open this up. Gets the job done. There you go. Right. Yeah. Alright, let's add that in there. And that should be pretty good. I have actually made too much in a pot before and or opened too many cans and had to make 2 pots. Which was okay. That just means I had plenty of extra. Oh, that looks awesome. And as it cooks, it'll go down a little bit. So, but I love to stir stuff. So, I'll come back like every 30 minutes or so and stir it some more. But yeah, just put a lid on that and let it cook for... I mean, probably ready in 4 hours, but me personally, I just think the longer it sits, the better it is. So I like leaving mine, you know, about 8 hours. It really makes your vegetables super soft. So that's the way I like doing it. Everybody must be making like cornbread because I went to 2 different stores to get my favorite cornmeal mix because I don't have enough to make anything. And stores have been out for like 2 weeks. So I had to buy this Quaker cornmeal, which I've never tried before. So we'll try that and see if that's any good or not. But whenever either I'm sick or I'm feeling really weak, and in the wintertime I hurt more because of the cold weather or in the cold air or something. So that's why a lot of times I'll fix this soup and it just, yes, baby. I know, baby. It's too cold. Oh, don't shake your head no at me. But, oh, sorry. But y'all try it. I think if y'all eat it, you'll start feeling better too. And you can freeze this, you know, in bags. Make sure you use really good bags. You know, put them in the freezer. But, I mean, this, I can freeze this. And, I mean, for me by myself, this would last me a couple weeks. Or you can make a big pot and share it with your neighbors and it'll last a day. Because usually when I'm going to do a share with the neighbors, I'll fix a pot and then I'll fix a couple pans of cornbread. And I'll go around and take the cornbread and the soup to the neighbors. But it's super cold outside today and raining too. So today's going to be, I'm going to freeze this. And if one of the neighbors needs some, if they're sick or something, then I'll thaw it out and take one to them. But anyway, y'all have a great day. And I hope y'all try this recipe. And let me know if y'all feel better after a day or so. All right. Bye, y'all.